this, we need to do a better job, obviously, connecting with our religious organization, whether it is a church, whether it is temple, it doesn't matter, because we have this problem. Those who are sitting here, we don't need any lecture about the need of this. We see it on a regular basis, but it is important. These people volunteering their time and effort, and I told you many times, we have a behavioral health department, and we have many other resources maybe available for we can connect with. But the thing about it is, I'm not a counselor, I'm not any of that nature, but at the same time, I know that personally, I know that there is an issue. This is an issue. This is a major issue in our community, and I wish we had at least 100 people, 500 people sitting here and talking about it, so that we could spread the word to people who are struggling, and they are struggling, and you know it, right? You know it. And we talk sometime. He called me often and talk about, did you I just want to share this with you, and it is heartbreaking, and this is this and that. And also, why have you ever thought about why we have a stigma? What is the reason?
It's a current psychology.
The society, because the society look at you, all of a sudden you feel like they look down on you. And it is, I mean, if you have any other sickness, you get treatment. So why it is any different? Fortunately or unfortunately, I never had an interest in drinking alcohol, and now I'm so thankful I never did that. But the thing about it is, people get in for so many reasons, and some of them get deep into it and go, and then it is, you are not only destroying yourself, you are destroying people around you. And also, I have seen kids grew up in that atmosphere. They are behaving very different. They don't want to get married, they don't want to have anything to do with anything, all this stuff, because they feel like, why do I have to start one more miserable family life or things of that nature? But that, we all know that that's not the case. You decide how you wanted to create your future, but the thing about it is, where you grew up, that's where you're going to form your habit, form your behavior, how you're going to behave when you're an adult, when you have a family, when you have a spouse, when you have children, how you're going to behave. And that is so important. And I know I'm preaching the quote here, because you all know what I'm talking about. I don't need to lecture this old stuff, but we really need to find out how we can spread this word to influence more people, because we all know that at least 10 people in our family struggling with this issue, right? Maybe you know more, because you're so why we are not coming forward. But I honestly, I urge, I wish our Achans were here, and I wish they have a role to play, and it is important, and they need to come out and say that, hey guys, we need to, and hopefully you have more chapters where maybe in churches and places like that, so that in a more safer atmosphere, they can come and talk about, like, again, I know that you're struggling to bring people together. Dr. Mathai is struggling to bring people together. And I just wanted to say this. Thank you. This Sunday afternoon, you took the time to come together to talk about this so important issue. It is not an issue of Houston, as he mentioned before. It is not an issue of Houston, or it's not an issue of United States or Texas. It is an issue all over the world. And for some reason, our community at large feel the only way you can be a man when you drink alcohol, otherwise you're not a man, kind of thing. And that kind of things need to change, and it is important we teach our children to have their, they need to know who they are and what they're good at, and why they're here, and what is their purpose, and what they're looking to do to make this their life fulfilled. And also we are social being, and how we can make this society a better society. And നമ്മൾ മലയാളത്തിലൊക്കെ പറയുന്ന പോലെ ഈ തീപ്പൊരി പറയുന്നതിനകത്തൊന്നും കാര്യമില്ല, but we have to bring some action to it. And you guys started it, and I just wanted to say that a whole 1 year you did this work, and I attended a number of your meetings, and I will continue to do that, and anything I can do to help and support, and I'm here to help and support, because if there's a saying, somebody have to do it, right? And everybody wait for somebody to do it, and you're starting it, and on a regular meeting, just for the information, how many people usually attend? Like, this is much more than this many people. I
Here for 16, 20 people.
yeah, and that's actually, I mean, is you all heard the, starfish story, and you're touching 15 people, and that 15 can to be 50 and 500 and beyond, and it can go, and we have, I believe, around 700 to 800,000 Malayalis live in the United States. And you said it is a small problem before. I don't think it is a small problem, but even if you take 10%, how this issue. That's a lot of people with this issue, right? That is a lot of people with this issue. And so I'm talking about the United States population. And I understand maybe around 35 million to 36 million Malayalis around the world altogether, including Kerala. And so we have, if you take 10% of those number, it's a lot of people with this issue. And collectively, and I appreciate you taking the time, and I appreciate you are coming together and talking about it, and I appreciate the fact that there are people came together Sunday afternoon to talk about it, this major issue. And I wanted to leave you with, I'm here to sometime. You tried to reach out to me. I couldn't even jump onto a meeting, and I was busy with something else. But I will make an intentional effort to continue to support, if anything I can do, and maybe a little bit bigger scale. I mean, and we can bring this. And also, I think what you shouldn't be just sitting with Malayalis. You need to expand this. It's an issue everywhere. I mean, those who wanted to come and join, let them join it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so I think you should expand it to, I mean, make it available. And how do you make it available? Talk to some of these temples. I will help you. I have contacts with all these temples and churches, and and even mosque places like that. We say that, hey, we do this to help maybe people of South Asian descent. And so that's where you don't know. I mean, we don't want to never limit this to certain people or none of that stuff. The problem is a problem. An issue with a family is an issue with a family. So I think that is one thing I will leave you with. And I just wanted to say thank you. And I know that we all are godly people. We all pray. Let's all pray to support each other. And I will also ask to pray for me also. God bless you all. God bless this wonderful purpose. And God bless these people who taking this volunteer. I mean, take a lot of time and effort. God bless all of them. And once again, thank you for giving me an opportunity to come and say a few words. Thank you.